Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. New evidence has came out in the Tyler Robinson case that he killed Charlie Kirk last year. New video evidence came out, and he's panicking to try to block the video because if this video is true, it's damning for him, and everybody he knows he's screwed if the video gets out. So let's go ahead and watch the video and enjoy. Here we go. Enjoy the video.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
While most of the internet is seemingly more interested in the various theories that have sparked up or popped up around Charlie Kirk and what happened to him and who is involved and who wasn't involved, was it Egyptian planes or was it B cult or was it Erica Kirk or was it the feds or was it Israel or was it all of these? I mean, I could probably go on for half an hour of the various theories are online. I can't debunk any of them. As far as I know, none of them have proceeded much past wild speculation on X and on YouTube videos. Maybe the feds are taking some of them seriously, maybe not, I don't know. There's been no public communication of that, but there's a trial going on right now. And one of the things very few people are talking about is just how badly Tyler Robinson's defense team is freaking out right now. One of the biggest biggest things fueling the conspiracy theories was out in the moments immediately after the incident, the TPUSA crew taking the SD cards out of the cameras. I admit, curious behavior. Why not just leave it in, wait for the cops knowing you're going to hand it over? Very weird stuff. Well, it turns out those SD cards were, in fact, handed over to the police and are, in fact, going to be played at trial. By the way, my name's Jeremy. This is my second channel. You may know me from the quartering, but if you're new here, please do leave a like on the video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below. Tyler Robinson's legal defense team is absolutely melting down, hoping, praying to block the video of this incident. Here's a little bit of the news.
The man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk, has yet to enter a plea, but he will be in court next week for a hearing about potential conflicts of interest in the prosecutor's office. The big headline here is that the defense is arguing against playing video of Kirk's assassination, claiming that it would draw the focus away from what the hearing is actually about, which is this. Robinson's defense team says that the adult son of one of the prosecutors was at the rally where Kirk was killed. They believe that connection might complicate matters. And
this is what it looks like when you're grasping at straws. Again, I know that a lot of people have their various theories, and I think for the most part, for 100%, you're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe. I happen to believe that on September the 10th, Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Tyler Robinson, and perhaps Lance Twiggs was involved in planning it. Call me a rube, that's okay. I continue to patiently wait, and hopefully the trial will answer a lot of the questions that a lot of people have had. The reason there are so many various theories around this is because a lot of the information out there just don't really answer all the questions. We know that there's close-up cameras, HD footage of the incident from 5 feet away, which would essentially disprove about 90% of the various theories. We also don't know, is there any footage of Tyler getting up on the roof? We don't know. Based on the TPUSA footage, that may exist, and it may provide even more evidence that Tyler Robinson is the guilty party. Now, Tyler Robinson has admitted he did this in multiple places. In his Discord via text, in his Discord via voice, in a message to his boyfriend Lance Twiggs. and a message to his parents verbally, and a message to police when he turned himself in. He has confessed to this crime no less than a half dozen times. That doesn't mean that more people weren't involved. Specifically, I have questions about how these local trans pride or whatever trans groups seem to know about the incident several days ahead of time. That is why I believe Lance Twiggs is involved and leaked it before the thing ever happened. I also believe the text message exchange between Tyler Robinson and Lance Twiggs was to clear Lance Twiggs of his involvement, to pretend like Lance Twiggs had no idea what had happened or what would happen or that he did it, is actually just insane, right? Like, we know that Lance Twiggs, I mean, it would be insane that Lance Twiggs wouldn't know about this, right? So now Tyler Robinson has asked the judge to block the video of Charlie Kirk's assassination at the next hearing, which is absurd, right? I mean, why would you block that? Now, also, my sources tell me that this is the footage from the TPUSA cameras. Tyler Robinson, of course, has now asked the judge to block the video of the incident at his next court hearing. Defense attorneys for Robinson 22 filed a memo this Tuesday, so 2 days ago or 3 days ago, that showing the video at his February 3rd hearing, which is his next day due in court, which is next week Tuesday, I believe, next week Monday. Robinson lawyers claim the horrific footage would end up, quote, confusing the issues. I mean, the only issue is whether or not he assassinated Charlie Kirk, so I'm not sure why that would confuse issues. But their argument is that the Utah County's Attorney's Office has an alleged conflict of interest because the adult child of the deputy prosecutor was at the campus event where Kirk was assassinated. The video is rough and likely highly disturbing to any person who views it. It negatively impacts Mr. Robinson's constitutional right to a fair trial, the defense lawyers argued. This is absolute insanity. First and foremost, are they just trying to block it from this meeting? Like, just this meeting where they're talking about, hey, you have an adult, an adult son. We want, make sure that they're not part of this and they're not whatever. They're grasping at the tiniest of straws right now. By the way, he still has not entered a formal plea. I predict he will enter a guilty plea in exchange in hope to have the death penalty removed, much in the way that Bryan Kohberger did this. I would not accept that. I want this to go to trial. The nation needs this to go to trial because there are millions of people that tune in daily to people who are just making up completely unfounded lies about this because we don't have the evidence. If we have the evidence, then we will have answers, hopefully. Utah prosecutors have denied any conflict of interest in the case, and that they do not even need nor plan to use the adult child of the deputy prosecutor as a witness. The defense also claimed that showing the video during the hearing would violate Utah's rules of evidence, arguing that it should remain sealed until it is officially admitted into evidence at the time of the trial. The video in question was described by the defense as footage taken in color only a few feet away from Kirk when he was hit. This is this is obviously the TPUSA footage. That's the only footage that would have been taken in HD, 4K from a few feet away. The cameras were a few feet away. This is TPUSA's footage. The footage that many have claimed got erased or deleted or whatever the case is. It is not. It was turned over to the police. The police have it. They're going to play it at the trial. Now, Tyler Robinson's team obviously desperately trying to stop that. It's unclear which video is being presented to the court, but there were multiple witness videos circulated online just minutes after the incident, along with the filing to keep the video out of the hearing. The defense also said they would once again ask that cameras be kept out of the courtroom. Robinson lawyers claim that Kirk's assassination is played in the courtroom during the upcoming hearing. While cameras are allowed, it will be subject to immediate publication nationwide and internationally. I support the release of this. I was live streaming the moment this happened. I, like so many of you, saw in the moments after the incident live, Charlie's neck basically burst as like a geyser live while on live stream with, I think, Hannah Claire and Luke Radowski.
Tyler Robinson panicking because he don't want his video out because his video will hurt his chances of getting free. And I know all the gay people in the community is behind him. Plus, he's hired by the Democrats to do this shit. Because this video is very damning for the Democrat Party. And he knows it, and that's why he's freaking out. And all. So, yeah. There's going to be more and more of this shit happening sooner or later. So, yeah. Let's get back to the video, shall we?
At the time, I will never forget that moment. It was like, it's ingrained in my mind. I'm not saying they're the same thing, but it's as ingrained in my mind as seeing those planes at the towers on September 11th. So playing this video, releasing this video, I don't really think, I mean, I guess you could argue that it may taint a potential jury pool, but everybody's already seen the video. Robinson lawyers claimed if Kirk's assassination was played in the courtroom, it would be subject to immediate publication. The defense argued that widespread publication of the high-profile case would jeopardize the jury's impartiality. Robinson, who has yet to enter a plea, will be back in court on Tuesday to attend the hearing, with Utah Attorney General Jeff Gray expected to return to the witness stand. Robinson faces 7 charges, including aggravated taking of a life, which carries potential death penalty in Utah. I mean, I think the idea that your lawyers are saying, I won't get a fair trial if people see what I did is pretty odd. We have this Utah restaurateur claiming that Tyler Robinson stopped in after Charlie Kirk's assassination, revealing what the alleged assassin ordered. This is probably the Dairy Queen or whatever it is. I don't know. What is this? So the gal served him as quiet and shy, asked not to be named. Okay. He treated himself to a hearty steak dinner after assassinating Charlie Kirk. The owner of the Mom and Pop Steakhouse, about 3 hours south of where the TPUSA founder was assassinated, said Tyler Robinson sat at the corner, kept to himself as he scarfed down his meal. That's generally the type of meal you're going to order when you are planning to go to jail. Not a lot of people go out by themselves and order a steak. Also, a sirloin, not a great cut. Should have went with the ribeye if you figured that's going to be the last meal. It's going to be interesting. I mean, none of that is important as Mike Lee demanding Tyler Robinson be taken out in public. Yeah, I would love to see that. I think the world would heal. Let me know what you think about their attempt to block this video.